Hello students, welcome once again. Today we are going to do the question answers for the poem Nose or Noses. As we know, we find our nose a little bit different. Everyone has their own doubts. Some find it beautiful, some find it funny, some find it ugly. So it's up to us. How do we look at it? You have already understood the poem. So take out your textbooks and notebooks. We are going to start with new words. Now every person has a different kind of a nose, right? Look at this. It can be pointing up, down, it can be crooked or hooked, but it's still a nose, right? Now let's start with the new words. The first word is mirror. Have you heard that story of Snow White? Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of all? Right? So now here also the girl is looking at her reflection in the mirror. What's a mirror? It's a glass that can reflect something and you can see your face or image or any object in front of it. Now an example of mirror is I always look at myself in the mirror before going to school. So that means you prefer to see how you look in the mirror before going to school. Mirror always tells the truth. Mirror always shows you what's on your face or what you look like. It will not give you any judgmental looks. It would not say you look beautiful when you're looking ugly, and it would not tell you that you don't look good. It will show you what you are. That's why people prefer to see themselves in the mirror every day in the morning to see how they look. Funniest. It's from the word funny. What does funny mean? To make someone laugh. Now my brother told me the funniest story. So a very funny story was told by her brother or his brother. He is the funniest writer. Now here the writer writes very funny stories. Or the writer is very funny. The next word is breathe. Breathing means to take in air and take it out. That we do every day, every minute, every second of our life. We cannot live without breathing. That's an example. That's true. It's a fact. We live because we are breathing. Without air, we could not live or we would die. He was breathing his last moments. Now here last moments means last few minutes of his life. The next word is sticking. Sticking means to join something with glue or fixing something. Ram is not sticking to his point. Now here we are not talking about glue. What are we talking about? Staying in one point or staying focused. So Ram is not staying focused. You should be sticking to your decision. Here sticking means to stand up or to stay put with what you have decided. Giggle. Giggle means to laugh silently. Like they giggle at my jokes. The example is they laugh softly at every joke that I make. My parents giggle when watching any comedy movie. My parents laugh when they see a comedy movie. I hope it's very clear to you. So what do you have to do? You have to write the words with their meanings and their sentences in your notebook. Then we'll continue with the question answers. Now, what's the first question? Why does the poet feel that the nose is a funny thing? Now, what makes you think that your nose is funny? The poet feels that the nose is a funny thing because it grows straight with two holes in it. So she finds it very amusing or very laughable that her nose grows very straight with two holes in it. Now the second question is, why is your nose important to you? For everyone, the main purpose of the nose is to breathe, to take in and out air. Now the third question, does the child in the poem like her nose? Why do you think so? Now in the poem, does she like her nose or not? She doesn't like her nose. Why does she not like it? Because she always laughs at her nose while looking herself in the mirror. She thinks it's a funny thing. What's next? Describe a few funny things you have seen, or do they make you laugh? So what are those things that are very funny, and why is the reason that you laugh at them? The funny things that I've seen are pigs grunting and frogs hopping. They always make me laugh. Now pigs grunting means the sound the pig makes. Frogs hopping means frogs jumping from one place to another. This is something a person finds amusing or very much laughable. Second question is from the textbook. What does features mean? Look up the dictionary. What are the different kinds of features of a person we come across in the world? Now, what are features? Features are characters or important things about a person, their behavior, their feelings, and how they are as a general person. Now, we come across different kinds of features in the world. Like we come across a lot of people with different kind of nature. Now, there are people who are very shy. Shy means who prefer not to talk to anyone. And there are others who are very talkative, like a chatterbox. They keep talking and talking and talking and never stop. Next, page number 20. Let's sing. Sing this song in march as you sing. So you have to move around. How do you have to move around? When you come to ginger, take 2 steps back and say 2, 3, then start again. So you have to sing it over and over again. There was a girl, she was so tall and thin and fair. Her hair was the delicate shade of ginger. Now let's continue. Fun time. Sit in groups. Now here we are not going to sit in groups, but we are going to sit with our family. Look at your friend's face, or look at your family or friend's face. Describe them. How do they look like? What kind of shape, facial shape they have? Long, round, oval, slanted, sharp or flat. So you can describe them. Now, suppose your friend has a very long face, she has a flat nose and big sparkling black eyes. Sparkling means shining black eyes. Or you can also describe a person in a different way. Depends on how you see them. We can say my friend's face is round. She has a button nose with a wonderful cute smile. Now the next one is, what is your favorite fruit? Describe it in 5 sentences. Now everyone has a different fruit, so I'm going to give you 2 examples about it. You can write your own also. Now my favorite fruit is, now here we can write your own favorite fruit. Now here I've written mango. Why do you like it? It smells very good. And what's its color? It's yellow or greenish in color. It's very soft to eat and juicy and chewy. It makes a slurp slurp sound when we eat it, and it tastes delicious, or it tastes very good. Now, other people like something else, like my favorite fruit is an apple. Why do you like it? Because it's very tasty. And what part do we eat? We eat its peel and we throw away its seeds. Right? It has very small seeds. Comparatively, mango has only one big seed. Now, to the next page 21, just write the answers in the textbook because you already have space for that. We have to tell them or answer their few questions like, how does it smell? What's the smell of your fruit? It can be sweet, sour, minty. How does it look? What does it look like? Does it look like a ball? Like if it's an apple, it looks like a cricket ball or a tennis ball. If it's a mango, I don't know, mango looks like the beak of a parrot. How does it feel? When you hold it, how does it feel? Is it soft, spongy, or hard? So here, if you're talking about an apple, it is hard. When you bite it, what sound does it make? Tuck. And what about when we bite a mango? It is slop. And how does it taste? When we talk about an apple, it can be sour or sweet. And when we talk about a mango, it is also sweet. And if you're eating a raw mango, it can be sometimes bitter or sour. Then we have, sorry, next turn to page number 23. We'll skip the breathing exercise because you can do it yourself. Do you know a fish breathes from its gills? Because the fish does not have a nose. It has, right now we have to write 2 sentences about other animals that can breathe under the water. Like a frog. A frog can breathe underwater or inside the water from its skin. We also have water snails that breathe in water because of their gills. What about other animals like crocodiles? They also breathe underwater. They come out from time to time to take in air, and they rest on the sides of the ponds. We also have water snakes that breathe under the water. Next we have to punctuate the passage. How do we punctuate it? As I had already taught you punctuation, so it can be very easy. Mother, father, Neelam. So what would it be? It's a dialogue. So we'll have quotation marks. After mother, father, we have a comma. So what did she say? Neelam said, I have got a fire engine. I've got a fire engine. So she is exclaiming, or she is very excited. So we add exclamation marks with quotation marks. And we have the word I. So I is capital. Then we have apostrophe. Why? Because it is short form for I have. What's this? What is this? What's this means what is this? Called mother somewhat confused by the noise. After noise, it's the end of the sentence. We'll start again. I have got a fire engine, mother. Come and see it. Now it's a dialogue, so we'll again add quotation marks. I should always be capital when it is alone or when it is used with a shortened word. Now what else do we have? Let's see what else do we have. Using a red pencil, choose and circle the things whose smell you like. What are the smells that we like? Now with the blue pencil, circle the things whose smell you do not like. Make 5 sentences from this. Which smell do you like and which one you don't. Now, what are the smells? Let's see them. Petrol, rose, scent, chocolate, chips, shampoo, rotten fruit, oh my god, champa, dirty shoes, ew, soap, agarbatti, marigold, paint, garbage, oh it smells, coffee and elaichi. So it's up to you which one you want to circle. We'll start with the sentences. I like the smell of soap because it reminds me of rose. I do not like the smell of rotten fruit and it reminds me of garbage. So we are connecting two things, like smoke. A soap smells like rose. A rotten fruit smells like garbage. I like the smell of paint as it reminds me of my favorite perfume. So the smell of paint is her favorite perfume. I do not like the smell of dirty shoes as it reminds me of rotten tomatoes. So dirty shoes are compared with rotten tomatoes, or rotten tomatoes are compared with dirty shoes. I like the smell of chips as it reminds me of cheese pizza. Maybe it's flavored, that's why. Now, you can also say, I do not like the smell of paint because it reminds me of petrol. Here the person is comparing paint with petrol. I do not like the smell of rotten fruit because it reminds me of dirty shoes. We missed a few words like agarbatti, scent, coffee, chocolate, so we'll proceed with that. I like the smell of agarbatti. What's an agarbatti in English? It's an incense stick. I like the smell of agarbatti because it reminds me of scent, that is perfume. I like the smell of coffee because it reminds me of chocolate. Actually, coffee tastes like burnt chocolate. I like the smell of elaichi because it reminds me of champa. Maybe they smell alike or they have a relation, maybe. Now next, what is it? We have to say this poem. Tall ears, twinkly nose, tiny tail and hop he goes. What is he? Can you guess? Feed him carrots and watercress. His ears are long, his tail is small, and he doesn't make any noise at all. Tall ears, twinkly nose, tiny tail, and hop he goes. So what hops? Has long ears, small nose, and a very small tail. It eats carrots and watercress. It has very long ears and a very short or very small tail. So it's a mouse. No, it's a rabbit or a hare. Now, we have to write rhyming words from that poem. Now, which are those rhyming words? Nose goes. Guess watercress. Long, small. No, it's not like that. Nose gets long, goes watercress small. I hope you understood. That's all for today. Let's revise what we did today. First, we understood the meaning of the words, then we did the question answers, we described a person, we talked about our favorite fruit and how it is. There was a breathing exercise that you had to do it yourself. We talked about animals that can live in water. We punctuated a paragraph. After that, we understood or we ticked what we like and we don't like, what are the smells that we like and don't like, and we wrote it in sentences. After that, we had a poem about what is it, and in the end we understood we wrote the rhyming words. You have to complete this work before 10 a.m. tomorrow. If you have any doubts, you can see the video again, or you can call me. That's all for today. Bye-bye.